The past year for Disney has been an utter disaster in nearly all aspects. When you look at the theme parks, when you look at the box office numbers, and of course, when you look at streaming, which has lost $1.5 billion just over the past 3 months. Everywhere is down for Disney right now. And the most recent box office results are not going to make it any better. And as they announce, hey, we're going to do ad-based tiers for Disney Plus, guys, as they panic to desperately try to make streaming profitable. When you look at the box office, the news there isn't much better because, of course, Strange World for Disney, the animated movie meant for children that is full of woke propaganda, including a gay teen romance, has completely and totally bombed at the box office. Look at these numbers. After its third weekend of release, Strange World is sitting here at $53 million worldwide. This is a movie that had a budget reportedly of $180 million. Now, some people say they skimped a little bit on the marketing. Either way you cut it, this is a film that may be set to lose potentially $200 million for Disney. But what's the other Disney movie at the box office right now? Of course, it's Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, which people would gladly tout. It's the #1 movie at the box office yet again. Yes, with no competition over the past 5 weeks, it's been #1 at the box office. But unfortunately for Disney and unfortunately for Marvel, it's been a massive disappointment, just like so many of us predicted from the beginning. When you look at this number, $767 million worldwide. This is a huge disappointment for Marvel. This is something that they predicted. They were hoping that it would get close to $1 billion. They thought it would beat Multiverse of Madness, which made $950 million worldwide. It's not going to finish anywhere close to that. Now, I always predicted, I thought it was going to be between $800 and $850 million. Even that alone would have been bad. That alone is not going to be able to offset the money that they lost from Strange World. Right now, this thing might be lucky if it does get all the way to $800 million. That's how bad it is right now for Disney and for these movies. So right now you have a company that is in full panic mode, trying desperately to get investors to come in to put ads on Disney Plus, which people will be happy to do. But right now, when you look at people cutting the cord versus people signing up for streaming services, these companies, including Disney, are continuing to lose tons and tons of money because it's just not profitable for them. $1.5 billion. How do you do that as a company? But this is what happens when you decide to prioritize identity politics, woke messaging, virtue signaling garbage instead of actually entertaining people. It's a trend that is just continuing to get worse for Disney. And specifically, when you look at things that are targeted towards families, targeted towards children, the fact is, people don't trust Disney near as much as they used to, and they're continuing to lose ground. Look at this, how Disney Animation lost the box office crown to Universal 3 straight years with no turnaround in sight. Disney, the once undisputed king of animated movies, has lost the box office race to Universal Pictures the last 3 years running, and there's no sign of a magical turnaround on the horizon. From Pixar's Onward to Disney's Strange World, which barely cracked $225.5 million its first 12 days, Disney's theatrical released animated films have grossed just over $1 billion worldwide. Meanwhile, in the same period, Universal's animated films, the things they have targeted towards families, has crossed $2 billion. They've doubled them up. And it's not going to get any better. You got a guy in Bob Iger. People think Bob Iger's going to change things. They don't want to make it so political. What are Bob Iger's most recent statements? Those of us in position to influence laws, shape culture, have an extra responsibility to push gun control. Yes, this is what people want you to be focused on, Bob Iger, not actually turning around a dog shit Disney right now. But the failure of Strange World is incredible. Like the idea that you have something out there, that this massive machine, this massive family-friendly machine in Disney, now is putting out things that barely crack $50 million at the worldwide box office. There's no shot. No shot this thing gets to $100 million. Even then, you'd still be looking at a massive loss for them. But it has no shot because they're going to pull it early and they want to get it on streaming in time for Christmas. So it's probably only going to have like a 28 or 30-day release window. Between this box office disaster and Black Panther's massive disappointment, there's going to be people that try to spin it. There's no other way around it. This number right here, as a follow-up to a movie that made $1.4 billion worldwide, this is a huge disappointment for a $250 million budget, which reportedly they spent even more on marketing than they normally would have. They're going to be lucky if they can crack $100 million profit with Wakanda Forever. It's not going to be much, and it certainly will not be enough in any way, shape, or form to make up for this. Disney should be in full-blown panic mode right now. They do have Avatar coming out. Avatar, which reportedly needs to make $2 billion to break even. Maybe that'll make a ton of money for them, but right now, the way it looks, this is a complete and total dumpster fire at Disney. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.